Hey everyone, it's Ian here. So usually my videos are about Doctor Who Worlds Apart, but today I'm going to do something a little bit different and talk about one of the other projects that I'm quite heavily involved with. And this particular project is one called GoMining, and it's a project I found about 2 months ago. And the basic gist of it is that it mines Bitcoin. It's NFTs that mine Bitcoin. So normally, if you want to mine Bitcoin, you need to have like mining equipment, so computers, processors, and stuff like that to actually mine the Bitcoin. But I've had an interest in crypto for a long time, but I've never actually got into mining Bitcoin, although it's been something that's interested me. So when I found this, I was curious, I was skeptical, because in the crypto space there are a lot of scams. So I was very curious. But this is actually genuine, and it's like I said, I've had it for about 2 months now, and I've been mining Bitcoin every day since. And I want to talk through this because it is an amazing project, and I do think all my friends and followers should check it out and at least do their own research. For some reason, my Siri, my Alexa is speaking to me. Anyway, so how Go Mining works is you basically buy an NFT from their collection, and this starts from as low as about $30, and then you keep that, and it mines Bitcoin every day for all eternity. Now, there is maintenance and electricity costs to running your miner, and you can have that automatically taken out of your Bitcoin each day, or you can use their Go Mining token to get 10% off those fees. So I'll quickly show you around the website. So this is their homepage. You can see it run through a few different things. These are the NFTs. So basically, you can buy one new, or you can buy one from their secondary marketplace. And basically, once you hold one, you can then manage and upgrade it. So I'll show you mine. So I'll just go to my account. So I've actually got two miners. The first one over here, this is when I first found the project. I purchased one, and then I later found out, actually like a day later, about their greedy collection. And their greedy collection is the first two collections that they released. So they are in two parts. So the first batch was of 1,000. Second batch was 5,000. And why this greedy is special and why it's worth having one of these is that each week, and it's on a Tuesday, at least in the UK, every Tuesday, this automatically upgrades in power, and it's by a percentage. So the higher your miner, the higher the percentage is each week. And if you can get it to about 300 or so TH, you are very likely to get 1 TH per week. I mean, it all depends on the votes of the tokenomics, and I'll talk through that shortly. But recently, it's been 0.34% growth, and that growth is every week forever. So these greedy machines are worth buying, and they are worth leveling up, so that you can speed up that growth. So I mentioned about tokenomics, and this is one of the things that really impressed me is how this infrastructure operates and how it works. And I highly recommend going into their Discord server and finding the links to their white papers. They have multiple white papers. They are superb, but there's obviously one that talks about their tokenomics. how the tokenomics works is basically if you have their token on the ETH chain, you can lock it up to essentially it's essentially staking. But by staking that token, you are not only minting new coins and getting those back, but you also have the ability to vote. Now, with this locking the token in, I have been informed that it used to be very lucrative, and it's no longer so lucrative now. So it's up to you whether you want to lock the token or not. I don't currently do that, but basically, by having the ability to vote, you can choose how the money that's been used for maintenance is distributed. And I'll quickly show you this voting. I don't have the ability to vote, but I'll show you. So they've got these ideas. So they've got this part here. So basically, where do you want the GoMining rewards to be distributed? So that like 10% get distributed, and they can go out in 3 different ways. You can see they can go into the solo mining discount, and I'll show you that in a bit. There's pool mining round multipliers, or to the greedy machines. And this greedy machine, that's where that money comes from. It's not GoMining paying for it. It's the users of the GoMining platform that own the NFTs that are paying with the GoMining token that then automatically gets sent out. So this whole system of scaling your miner, it gets paid for. That money is coming from somewhere, and your machines are getting automatically upgraded. So if you do invest in this, I highly recommend looking into the greedy machines, which you can only buy secondary. They do cost more, but obviously once you've upgraded it and you get those weekly upgrades, it's worth it. I mean, mine's at as you saw, around 250 terahertz, and that means I get around $1,000 upgrades for free every year. What else shall I show you? So it's worth looking through the marketplace. So there's a primary. So these on primary are obviously new ones, and you can buy them. So those are specific collections. In general, apart from the greedy and one of the other ones, I can't remember which one, it's mostly aesthetic. So it's just based on what the NFT looks like. I personally don't really care what my NFT looks like. I'm more interested in what it can actually do. But you can obviously, browse and search. It's the secondary that's the most interesting, because generally you can get prices cheaper on here than minting one or buying one new. A couple of things worth explaining. This price here, this is basically how much it costs per terahertz. So this 71.3 GoMining tokens is basically $23.90. So you can start mining from that price. So if you've got $24, you can have a miner and start mining Bitcoin. 1 terahertz doesn't mine that much. In order to make it really worth it, you do have to scale it up. But if it's just something you want to dabble in, buy one, and then it takes about all subject to Bitcoin's price, but if it was to stay consistent, it's around 1.5 years to get your investment back, but then ongoing and for the rest of your life, for all eternity, for as long as this company's in existence, then you will get that. And based on projections for Bitcoin, and based on my belief for crypto in general, crypto blockchain is the future of money. And it's only a matter of time until the rest of the world actually catches up. Because if you can imagine, everything is done on computer now. people don't read newspapers anymore. They check the news through their phone. Yeah, sure, there are the exceptions, but most people check that information on the internet. And pretty much everything is like that. Like, how do you do everything? Everything's done electronically now on the internet. And it's inevitable that money, which essentially used to be gold, and then because people couldn't carry around slabs of gold, it was then turned into paper, which evolved into the money we have today. I don't believe in this model. This doesn't make sense anymore, especially with things like blockchain technology. So I believe in the concept of blockchain technology. Bitcoin, although Bitcoin is basically a store of value, it doesn't have much functionality beyond that. Yes, there's stuff being added to it, like ordinals and NFTs and stuff like that. There is stuff being added to it, but in general, it's essentially a store of value. And I believe that for all eternity, for the rest of eternity, that Bitcoin will be like the gold or the diamond. It would be the most scarce asset that people can own. So I believe that this company will be around my entire life. So to invest money into this, I just think it's a good investment, and I wholeheartedly believe that Bitcoin will be a success. It will obviously, it's obviously volatile and it will fluctuate, but in general, I believe that miners will survive for a very long time, and that means that GoMining as a company will survive, especially since I feel that they're a really smart, sophisticated company, and I've been very, very impressed. So yeah, this price here, this is the price per TH. So you can see that this is one. This is automatically organized by price. So I'll put the greedy machine, and then it's sorts automatically by price. So you can see here, this shows the price per terahertz. So it's basically this price in dollars divided by 17.27. So this is what's most interesting. These other things, this is basically just the chain that it's minted on. It doesn't really matter. The greedy machines are all minted on the Ethereum chain. Levels your miner can level up. So as you scale it levels. You will notice something called a key, where if you get to level 10, you get a key. So that you're aware, it's not your miner level. That's your whole. I don't know what the word is, but basically, in order to get to level 10, you have to get to 5,000 terahertz, which it's a lot of money. Like, in order to get that, you have to invest a significant sums of money. But anyway, so these greedy machines, if you want one, I highly recommend to sort by the price per TH, low to high. And then you can see that the lowest one here is $20.30. So these ones here are basically the cheapest. Something I would point out is that the wattage at the point of recording this, halving, which is an event that happens roughly every 4 years, halving is happening pretty much tonight in a few hours' time. And what that means is that miners earn half the amount that they did previously. And because of that, in order to actually be profitable, you have to have a really low wattage. So if you was to buy a 35 watt machine, you will need to pay to upgrade it to a lower TH so that your machine is more efficient. At this moment in time, it goes down to 20, and that's the most efficient that you can currently get of these. I can imagine at some point that will probably be able to go down to 15, I believe. But here, right now, the lowest is 20. So if you was to buy one of these, you will have to pay a bit more to downgrade that, and it's per TH that fee. So in some cases, it can be quite a lot of money. I also recommend just keeping an eye on it and to get grips with it. It might even be worth popping into Discord and asking people what's the best deal on this. Somebody might even be able to give you a deal. But yeah, that's what you want to look at, this price, and that seems reasonable, to be honest. A lot of these are similar prices, so well, these are all the same, so you can just go buy which one you like the look of. You can't change the image, the image is fixed, but yeah, you're going to be stuck with that miner for a while, unless you want to sell it, of course. So I think that's probably enough for now. I think I might show you rewards, just how this works. So you can see this is what I'm getting every day. It does fluctuate. So if I show you this in USD, you can see even though I had exactly the same specs, I earned slightly less than yesterday. But in it's just because Bitcoin price has fluctuated. So this gives you an idea of how much money you can make from this. So these that's what I'm getting each day, but the cost to get that, there's an electricity fee and a service fee. So that works out about $8.50, just under $8.50. And so I'm making currently, prior to halving, about $19. Tonight this will halve, so I'll get about 15, and that cost won't halve. So you know it's pretty bad, but Bitcoin price should increase. Well, it will increase, I believe. Might dip down a bit and wobble around for a while, but long term, always think long term with these things. Look at like 5 years rather than day to day. If you looked at it day to day, you'd be stressed out. Yeah. So one other thing, there is a thing called a game, and these games. So there is two. There is the solo mining, and solo mining basically involves pressing a button every day. And you can see by pressing that button every day, you get a discount. And it means that your electricity fees and maintenance fees are slightly cheaper. So I get a 16.49% discount by clicking that button. There is also something called pool. So you can, I mean, I'm currently in solo now, so I can't show you. But you can also do a pool. The only thing with the pool mining is that you're not guaranteed any reward. So solo, what I'm doing now is guaranteed each day, but a pool is kind of like gambling, really. You know, you might get lucky and get more, but there will probably be days when you won't. It's up to you if you want to look into that. I haven't. Oh yeah, you can see, you can click change game mode here. I'm not going to click that because I don't know what it does. But I want my guaranteed return. For me, this is a serious investment. It's not playing around. It's not like playing with meme coins and kind of, gambling, essentially. This is something I'm serious about, and I want my daily returns. So I do the solo. If you want to look into the pool, go ahead, look into it, ask questions. I don't know enough about it to talk through it. There's obviously other stuff, but if you're interested, have a look around yourself. Feel free to ask me questions. But yeah, you get the gist of it. So, like I said, go and check out GoMining. I highly recommend it. Obviously, do your own research. This is not financial advice. This is just me being excited about something and sharing it. So, gmt.io. Do your own research. If you invest in it and you lose all your money, don't blame me. It's a high risk investment, and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Okay, thanks so much for watching.